Today's topic is how to belt without straining. Hey Songbirds, this is Kerri Ho from the Songbirdtree.com. And following on from my 10,000 subscribers giveaway, which was a few weeks ago, many of you went to my website and you answered the two questions that I'd asked you to answer in order to enter the competition. And the first one was, what song would you love to learn how to belt? And the second one was, what do you find most difficult about belting? And by far, the most popular second response, the most difficult thing that you find about belting, was straining. So most of you actually told me that the thing you find most difficult about belting is that you don't know how to do it without straining. So this is what this video is going to address. The top 3 reasons why you can't belt without straining are these. Number 1, you are not supporting adequately. Number 2, you are not using enough resonance. And number 3, you are pulling your chest voice up. Okay, now let's look at the solution to these problems. Number 1, not supporting. So of course the solution to that is to, obviously, support. But how do we actually do that? All right, here's a tip for you. It starts with the way you are taking in your breath. You see, a lot of the time as singers, we forget that the breath to our vocal cords is actually like petrol to a car. So it's really important that we do this correctly. But more often than not, we're taking in a very shallow breath and a very effortful breath. Okay, that's not what we want to do at all. So when we're taking a breath in, what we need to do is engage our torso area, this whole area, to take our breath in. Because if we don't, we're going to end up with a shallow breath that makes our chest and shoulders rise up, and it's very effortful, that sort of thing. That's what we don't want. So what we do instead is we try and take a deeper breath that is focused on here. So what you want to do is actually see your rib cage expand out sideways, like this. So you can hopefully see that I'm actually expanding sideways. So that's the kind of breath that you will need in order to support properly for a belt sound that is not strained. Now, what's a good way to practice this ribcage expansion thing? So right now, I want you to go and grab a chair and sit down in it, and I'll show you what to do. So the first thing is to find a chair and then sit right on the edge of it. Bend over with your elbows resting on your knees and your head and neck just soft and feeling relaxed. Now in that position that you are in, bent over in the chair, now drop your jaw open and take a breath in, directing it right into your ribs and your lower back. In this sitting position, you should be able to feel the expansion in the rib cage and overall in the lower torso area a lot easier. So once you've gotten the hang of this breathing technique, which involves you to expand in the rib cage, it's time to add the second part of support. You see, what I just taught you, that's just part number 1, but it must be coupled with an engagement of the diaphragm and an exercise that will help you to strengthen that engagement and also strengthen the muscles that lie in between the bones in your ribcage, which are called the intercostal muscles. All of these muscles around here serve to help you support your belt sound and your voice in general if you strengthen them. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Place one hand right here. This is approximately behind the skin, obviously, where the diaphragm is situated. You can't actually feel it physically, but it's there. And this thin muscle helps to engage the muscles around the area here, which need to be strengthened in order to support your voice. And they are engaged really naturally when we do things like laugh or cough. Okay, so I want you to have a go at just feeling what it feels like to do that. So just put your hands here and then just go or cough. Either one of those two things should have helped you to feel some sort of engagement or a bouncy feeling here. Okay, that is essentially what we need to be able to activate in order to support our voice properly with that deep breath as well. So here's a way to practice it. Have your hands on your ribcage. Take a breath in. And now say ha, 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 and really engage this area. Ready? And ha, 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 ha. And once again, in. Ha, 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 ha. Okay, there you go. Now, as you practice this more and you strengthen those muscles, when you are actually singing and particularly belting a high note or something like that, it's really great to turn on those muscles. So what you would do is, for example, breathe in, rolling in the deep. Oh my goodness, I've run out of time. You know, this area of how to belt without straining is huge. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a second video. So tune in to part 2, which will be on next week. Did you like this video? I hope you did. And if you did, please like it and share it with your friends and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you'll be the first to know when I release part 2 of how to belt without straining and also any other videos that I release. Now, if you would like to download the full transcription PDF and also the audio of this video, head along to my website. Just click on the link below and you'll be able to find where you can download the PDF and the audio version of this video completely free. Now, while you're there, I would love it if you would leave me a comment on the website. Leave me a comment to let me know how you found this video, and also if you have any other queries and questions about the topic of support and how to belt without straining. And while you're there, why don't you go and check out my How to Belt package. It goes into the details of how to belt in a very, very detailed manner. This was a special webinar that myself and fellow vocal coach and friend Kimberly Smith from Inspired to Sing did together. We had so much fun doing it, and so far we've only had amazing feedback from the people who have purchased the package. So if you would like to do that, go and check it out also at this page. Shh, I've got a secret. You see, if you become an email subscriber, you'll actually get the first 3 of the 9 secrets of how to belt completely free. And also, if by the end of that you decide that you would like to purchase the package, you will get $10 off. But you've got to become an email subscriber, so I suggest you get onto it. Okay, Songbirds, thank you so much for watching. This is Kerri Ho from the Songbird.com, where we get grounded, take flight, and sing. What was number 3? Number of blah blah blah. Oh my gosh, can't talk. Right.